Live Ose Shalom from Camp Tawanga, actually, from a few years ago. Shalom, everybody. Hope you are all doing great on this official holiday celebration of the 4th of July, at least on the government calendar, because it was a Sunday yesterday. So many of us had a little bit of extra time off today. Hope you enjoyed that. And good to see everyone here. Shalom Torah by Kupetz.
Hi, everyone. Erev Tov. It's nice to be back. I've been around town, but I had other events on both last Havdalah and the Wednesday before, so I haven't been part of the Zoom Siyyum for the last couple of times. So it's nice to be back with everybody. Welcome to Simon and Ivana and the Foxes, and welcome to Ellen and Kylie and Esther and Nancy and Mary Ann and Rita and Adele and Debbie. So it's good to be with you, and Sharon, although Sharon's in both places now. So there we go. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. So let's start with the song to get us started.
Since it's a traditional day in our secular world, pick a traditional Hine Matov. Hine Matov manayim shevirachim gam yachad. Hine Matov manayim shevirachim gam yachad. Hine matov shevirachim gam yachad. Hine matov shevirachim gam yachad. Hine matov manayim 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 shevirachim gam yachad. Hine matov yalalai yalalalalai. Hine matov yalalai yalalalalai. Hine matov manayim yalalai yalalalalai. Hine matov manayim shevirachim gam yachad. Hine matov manayim shevirachim gam yachad. Hine matov manayim shevirachim gam yachad.
How good it is. How good it is. Hello, everybody. And again, welcome, whether you're with us here on Zoom or you're one of the people who's with us on Facebook Live. The Raskins are with us on Facebook today, not on Zoom. So they want to let the Zoom folks know they say hello and happy 4th. I'm going to share a story, except I just have the wrong one open. So give me 1 second. There it is. Okay, I was just 2 pages off. Okay, there we go. The Garden of Eden had everything: bears and monkeys and fish and butterflies, everything. Even the first man and woman, Adam and Eve, were there. Nothing ever died in the garden, so of course nothing was ever born to replace it. The Garden of Eden had everything, but everything was just the same, day in and day out. One day, Adam and Eve came upon a crack in the big wall that surrounded the garden. Looking through the crack, they saw that in the brown dust outside the garden, a tomato plant was growing. At first, they could hardly recognize it. In the garden, all the tomato plants were tall and full and green with many big red tomatoes on each stem. What they saw through the crack in the wall was a puny and shriveled up little thing with just one tiny green tomato barely hanging on to one of the stems. Every day, Adam and Eve would come to the crack and peek through to see how the only thing growing outside the garden was doing. One day, the little tomato plant dropped over and turned brown. Adam looked at Eve and said, "It never looked good, but it looks worse now." Eve looked at Adam and said, "Whatever could have happened to it?" They sat there for a long time, peeping through the crack in the wall at the little tomato plant that had dropped over and turned brown. After a long while, God spoke to them, saying, "The tomato plant is dead." Adam and Eve cried. They asked God, "Why did it have to die? Nothing dies here in the garden." But God would not answer this question no matter how many times they asked. So they became angry at God. They demanded that God let them out of the garden so they could take care of the tomato plant. God said to them, "You can leave, but you can't come back." Well, Adam and Eve got up and walked right out of the garden and right over to the little tomato plant that had drooped over and turned brown. Inside the garden, nothing needed help. And even though outside the garden, everything needed help, they were not sorry that they could not return. Adam picked up the tiny green tomato and Eve planted it in the brown dust. For many days, they watered the ground, kept the weeds away, and waited. And then it happened. A green shoot poked up through the dusty ground, and in a few days, it became a tomato plant, and eventually was full and green with many big red tomatoes on each stem. In the days that followed, when the man and the woman looked at the strong new tomato plant, they would also think of the scraggly little plant that they had once peeked at through the crack in the wall. It was funny feeling. They were happy and sad at the very same time. Erev Tov, everyone. And anybody want to say hello? It looks like Aurora does. She's right there. Okay, Aurora. There you go. Hi. What did you do today?
Tell about the 4th of July.
We saw fireworks.
You did? Wow. Where did you see fireworks?
In our front yard.
Oh, you could see them from your yard when you went outside?
Yeah, Daddy and me stayed up late.
You had to stay up late, yeah, to watch the fireworks because it gets dark late, and so you can't see them until it's dark. Yeah. Were they fun or were they scary?
I saw you up in my camera.
Oh, honey, keep on answering the questions.
What did you say?
Did the fireworks, were they scary for you or were they fun for you to watch?
They were fun.
That's wonderful. That's great.
We saw 7.
They were not
The city ones.
the city ones. They were, we didn't, I want to clarify that we had nothing to do with them. They were ones probably coming from
Somewhere south of us.
somewhere south of us.
Okay.
And did I show you about my camera?
Your camera?
Yeah, did I show you my camera that I got from the Tooth Fairy?
That's so cool. So do you go around and take pictures?
Yeah, I go to games and look at my picture. But the game, there's like 1, 2, 3 games. I don't really know how to play it. And then there's one
Have fun.
movies, but I don't really do the movie ones.
Have fun. Hi, Ronan. Can you wave hello?
I'm like,
Oh, he's telling you a
Oh,
knock
knock, knock. Who's there?
ooh.
Rabbi. Woo.
That was funny.
Right. Good. Thank you.
Oh,
And Yvonne is still in the 4th spirit there, I see, with the flags behind you and on your chair and on your shirt, Yvonne.
Yes, we had the family over today. It was lovely.
Good.
Simon's
Yeah.
grandchildren and Jay's new fiance and Joel and Petra, his daughter, and we had a lovely meal on the patio. So that was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes, and also I was very interested, I think I mentioned it before, you talked about tomatoes, and we had a volunteer left over from last year. I cut it all the way down to the ground, but I noticed the stalk was still green, so I watered it and what have you. We're getting like at least 12 to 15 cherry tomatoes a day. It's
Wow.
wonderful. I just sort of gave it a cup of tea and watered it, and it's really great. I've never had one come back again. Have you? The next year?
I don't know. We always tear them out because we have another season to plant, in our beds. So they always come out. But this year we have more tomatoes than we know what to do with, both big ones and little ones. We've been eating.
Oh, that's wonderful. What happened with the
caprese and doing all sorts of things with tomatoes?
Did you have any luck with the etrog seedlings?
They're planted.
Are they growing?
They're growing.
Wonderful.
We'll see. They're obviously way too small to be getting etrogs for quite a while. So
yes, the seedling I put in the last year is now about 6 foot high, and it's got the potential. It looks like a flower's coming up. I can't believe it on the second year, but we've got about 200 flowers on the my regular one, and the bees are going berserk. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll have the big ones because Sukkot is so early this year. But I've got 9 green ones growing, 2 yellow ones, and there's the potential for many, but I don't know if they'll be ready in time.
Right. You'll have to see. And
yes.
Adele says that her tomato plant and bell peppers are from last year and they're growing again.
Marvelous. Yeah, great.
So yeah.
Thank you.
And of course, and Aaron will know all sorts of stuff about this stuff because that's that's what he does. Urban farming. That's that's
We've had the same thing, Yvonne,
Where it comes back.
where it comes back. Sometimes we end up planting late because of our lifestyle with our responsibilities and stuff. So we've had it survive the winter and come back. And we have like
A poblano
poblano that's like 3 or 4 years old that it's never died off, and it's covered in flowers. It has so many flowers. It has like 100 flowers on it. And we have also eggplant there must have been an eggplant that dropped that we didn't see or something like that. I don't know. We have eggplant coming up that we didn't plant, multiple of them. There's like 4 of them.
yeah. So it must have been dormant there. A little bit of something going on.
Well, it's weird because we pulled out the eggplant and then 1 came up in the bed and then 2 came up in the bed next to it. Or next to the bed, and then another variety came up on its own too. I think something must have happened. I don't really know.
The mystery of the eggplant.
The mystery of the eggplant.
We have 2 large lemon trees that we never planted. The birds dropped the seeds, I would say about 3 or 4 years ago. And we have, right now, there's probably 50, 60 lemons growing on each tree.
That's
just from the birds dropping the seeds.
Wow.
Because anything that gets dropped near Yvonne grows. It's just part of what happens. She's really good at.
Simon's actually 2 inches. Simon is.
All right, we're going to move into our Shema and Hashkivenu prayers now.
First, we want to thank everyone for the farm report in Pomona. We're going to be moving on to some closing melodies. Here is one we call Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malkuto, L'olam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hashkirenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ve'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, oh Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, oh Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, oh Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha.
Just a couple of quick announcements. Just the normal of always watch your Thursday emails for different classes and opportunities and things that are going on. This Friday, and Cantor Paul, we need to do a special announcement email about it too. We have our family service is being offered in person at TBI at 6:30 on the lawn. And then we also have our in-person 7:30 service. So obviously both services will also still be on Facebook and be available to those who can't come to be in person, but be a great opportunity to come and be with people if you're able to do that. So that's as far as I'm going to go, I think, with announcements right now, unless you have anything else you want to add, Cantor Paul.
Only that our Friday evening 7:30 service in person this week. We'll take a moment to especially honor Dina Benjamin for her last 2 years of service as our board president. We have birthdays. July birthdays are also being celebrated Friday service. And can you believe it? This time, if you come, you get a pencil. Yay! First time birthday pencils in 15 months. How can you resist? Lots of other things going on as we get into July. And like Rabbi said, just check your TBI emails for such info.
It's also renewal season. If you haven't yet sent in your information, please, and pledges, please do so that you also receive high holiday information from us, which are early this year, Labor Day weekend. So here we go. Let's close with a song.
Open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only. Before our one and only. If your God is my God and my God is everything, aren't we all part of one God? So let your God be my God and our God be everything. Oh, we know we're all part of one God. So open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only. Before our one and only. If your song is my song and my song is everything, aren't we all part of one song? So let your song be my song and our song be everything. Oh, we all know we're all part of one song. So open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only. Before our one and only. So open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only. Before our one and only.
Erev Tov, everyone. See y'all soon. Take care.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.